Welcome back. We're going to do another sutra in the series. This is Sutra 2.17. And here we're going to be exploring something that's a little bit difficult to grasp for the average person just reading yoga. It's really helpful to study with teachers to understand these concepts. So the teaching here is when we are confusing the seer for that which is being seen, that ought to be avoided. So what it really means is, for example, if you're seeing an ice cream cone, don't confuse the act of seeing to be the cone, nor should you confuse yourself as the seer to actually be the ice cream cone. I'm being very pragmatic about this, very practical terms here. So what we're saying in this regard is the seer and the seen are actually not intertwined. They're not united. They are actually separate. The benefit of that is the seer is ongoing. The seer is the abiding presence in you, which is lovingly witnessing everything that is happening. It is that witness that saw your feet going up in the air on the swing set when you were a child, right? When they swung up in the sundown and you're like, oh, look at that, the beautiful sky. You saw your feet looking down at the ground. It's that in you which was seeing your feet and recognizing, oh, those are my feet. What you were seeing, the object that was being seen, was your feet in the sun or feet and the ground. So the seer, if you think about this for a moment, the seer in you, the inner witness in you, you saw yourself on the swing set. You have a memory of kind of seeing yourself getting on the school bus, going to your first dance. You have an experience of seeing yourself being interviewed for a job. Right? You have an experience of seeing yourself walk onto your yoga mat. So that inner witness that has observed these things, the seer, is also not the same as the object. So we say, we are the seer, the seeing, and that which is being seen. In the Bhagavad Gita, they describe it that way. You are the seer, like that ultimate Atman that is seeing things. You are also, the act of seeing is coming through you. You are seeing it, but the act of seeing, also looking through the heart. And then there's the thing that you're seeing, and don't confuse those three things. It's a little bit difficult teaching in yoga, but it's really helpful. We teach in yoga therapy, and when we work with clients in yoga therapy, we're really teaching them how to see, like, this event is happening. You're able to witness that event. You're not dissociating from that event, but you're able to witness it, some emotional event in your life. And yet, when you back up into this wider consciousness, you tap into this wisdom and discernment that is seeing this thing happening. You're witnessing it, but lovingly, with an aim, with an eye to work out the difficulties, the dukkha, the suffering, and to also prevent it from continuing to happen. So your ability to see in that witness perspective, you're going to be able to see the causes, the reasons of the dilemmas, the pain. You'll see the pain too. And you'll also see, oh, this should be, prevented, abated, avoided. I should not keep recurring on this because it's very painful to keep recurring on the same things. Sometimes it's going to take many glimpses to see something. And often it takes a guide, a teacher, a yoga therapist, a wise chaperone, a loving presence to help you see something, especially if what you're seeing has been really recurring, really difficult, and you become very identified with it. For example, in the case of domestic violence, when someone's become very identified with being the cause of the violence of the other person, right? Which is not actually true, right? So that sense of getting things confused and then identifying yourself as the thing that's painful, that can be very problematic. Now, I just used the example of domestic violence. I'm a survivor of domestic violence, so I'm speaking from personal experience. And we do have a course coming out on yoga and domestic violence. So please be in touch. You can check the URL on the screen here to look for a future time when that course is going to be announced. If you'd like to be in touch with us about that course, also you can leave a comment below this video on YouTube. Okay, so other examples would be people have a perception of you, and it's a painful perception, and you identify yourself with what they're seeing in you. So they see you as greedy, or they see you as irresponsible, or they see you as insensitive, whatever they see you as, right? And you start seeing that through their eyes, and you feel like, oh, they're seeing this thing in me, this quality in me. I must be that. And then you identify with that and you lose your witness. So what we're going to say in this Yoga Sutra, Sutra 2.17, is let's not merge those two things. Let's not mingle them. We don't want to unite those. Yoga does mean unity, but it's not unifying this, right? So we don't want to be enmeshed. We don't want to be mingled in that case. So you're going to hear the word drashtri, which means the seer, that which is apprehending the circumstance. You're going to hear, hi honey, drishyayo, you'll also hear, which is that which is being seen. Hi, you want to come up? It's okay. You're going to hear the word samyoga. Samyoga means union. And then you're going to hear heya, which means it ought to be prevented. Remember, heyam dukkam anagatam. Heya means that which can be prevented or ought to be avoided. And we can say that which should get untangled, so we can prevent the recurring experience of being enmeshed or mingled with these things. Then you're going to hear the word hetu, which means the cause or the reason, right? So we want to avoid the causes of mingling or enmeshing the object of being seen, the object that's being seen, with the seer. So don't lose your inner witness. I'll summarize it that way. Now, why didn't they just say it that way? Because the Yoga Sutras are not written as like advice in that way. It's written as a sentence. It's telling you what happens if you unite the seer. Apparently I'm going to have a little more tea here. If you unite the seer with the object that's being seen, there's going to be trouble. So the sentence is saying, let's not do that. All right, let's take a comfortable seat. Are you quite comfortable? You can rest your hands in your lap, and you're welcome to close your eyes. And just picture yourself right now, seeing yourself sitting in the lesson. Right? So acknowledging that. And see yourself being curious. And then please raise your hands to your heart. On behalf of Patanjali, Om Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Chavaijakena Yopakarottam Pravaramuninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, you may bow your head to your heart. And then release your hands. Okay, we're going to do one word at a time. And then we'll put the sutra together. It's a relatively short sutra. So starting with the first word. Drashtri, 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 drishyayo, 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 samyoga, 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 heya, 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 heto, 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 heto. Let's do the first two words together, and then we'll do the second three words together. Drashtri drishyayo, drashtri drishyayo, drashtri drishyayo, drashtri drishyayo, drashtri drishyayo. Samyoga heya hetu. Samyoga heya hetu. Samyoga heya hetu. Samyoga heya hetu. And now the whole sutra. Are you ready? Yeah. Drashtri drishyayo samyoga heya hetu. 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 Let's imagine yourself not mingling and meshing that which you are seeing to be yourself. It seems very obvious when we say, oh, we're seeing that it's raining, but we are not the rain. But it's more tricky when we think, oh, we are that painful experience. We are that thing which we're perceiving about ourselves. We don't want to mingle these because we lose access to our inner loving presence, our inner witness. With that loving witness on board, we can explore what is ours to resolve in the realm of apunya, inauspicious. We can explore what is ours to resolve in the realm of painful, kleshas that are deeply colored, that are causing suffering, dukkha. But we cannot resolve those things if we're overly identified with them, if we are mingling ourselves with those things. Let's go ahead and raise the hands to the heart, please. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You may bow your head to your heart.